the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So North Carolina's offense will be first on the attack. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Back to throw, it's Baker. Grab behind the line, it's Smothers. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Tar Heels have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got the tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Baker. Pocket breaking down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
The Cardinal offense will get its first chance now. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's McClain. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on 3rd down. That was the completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your second drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on 3rd down was big.
From the gun, the ground game. Picks up the first down, still moving. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Takes it the other way. The 20. Touchdown, North Carolina! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Plows through the defense. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Here's the pressure. Quarterback gets the first down. Quick step and go. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Under fire. Turns it loose deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Second down coming up.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break.
29 Philly.
Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That gets them back to within 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Wisconsin is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Camp Randall. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Indiana. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass, it's Baker. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
With the catch, it's Ship. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Gauze. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Gonna swing it on second down. Here comes the heat. First down and more. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tar Heels are rolling down the field. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Touchdown, Tar Heels! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And the returner will be brought down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Makes the catch, it's Ship. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, UNC!
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Back to pass. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Hauls it in at the 25. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, he got loose. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's a heat. Gonna try to get it himself.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Fires to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're going to ride this running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Stanford wants to push the pace. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And here comes the punt team.
Timeout, North Carolina.
Takes it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Looking for a man, it's Baker. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it for a big play. Open spaces. Touchdown, North Carolina. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Brown. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Stanford comes to the line, and that 1st down marker is a long way away. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Got blown out in the 1st half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
There he goes! And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Baker. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Ship. Touchdown, Tar Heels! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Number 1.
Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz. Live with the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Hall. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. The give to Davis. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Rides the back on the option to give. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Tar Heels just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next...
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UNC!
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Lost to fire on second down. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got it.
Nice move, creates some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cardinal! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Takes a handoff. It's Gauze. Nice move to keep running. At the 40, there he goes. Hits a seam wide up, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Under fire. Got rid of it just in time. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line. To throw, it's Baker. Makes the grab on the left. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it from the gun. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Bunch formation for these receivers. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Takes a hit as he fires. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He's got great speed. Touchdown, UNC! Special teams proving to be special. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but it's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 12 over Indiana. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that with nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but They're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Give to the back. Powers through the defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. It's a draw. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And on 2nd down, are they going to line up for a field goal here? He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. RPO complete to open the drive. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Here we go.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Made a defender miss. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line.
Green 25.
The handoff keep working on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down.
55.
They'll ride the hot hand. Makes it past the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. With the clock running, this should be the final play.
Let's
I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And that is how we will wrap this one up. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.